And you can go ahead and let you guys find a nice, comfortable seat. You can bring the hands down to your knees. Go ahead and get settled in today. I'm going to have a short Dharma talk, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. There's a lot of stuff vying for our attention right now. It's very easy to get caught up in the drama of everything. So let's really take this time, if you'd like to. I'd like to invite you to really come into the moment, come into your breath, come into your body, and just come into right now. Just be here now. I know I do this talk often, but it's so important to bring mindfulness into your life so that you don't get completely wrapped up in a lot of the things that are vying for your attention that don't matter. So let's go ahead, settle in. I invite you to bring the right hand over to the tummy and the left hand to the heart center. And just close your eyes. Really begin to draw the attention inward, away from the outside world, into the inside world. Notice the rise and fall of your breathing. And maybe try to lengthen the inhales and exhales. Notice the beat of your heart. And notice how the body feels today without any judgment at all. Just do a quick scan and notice how it feels. With your eyes closed, go ahead and bring your hands back down to your knees. Let's take a big inhale here together. Inhale. Open your mouth and just let it go. Exhale. Let your breathing return back to normal. And if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice today. Just take a moment, see if you can bring an idea to your heart center, something positive perhaps that you can bring forward into the rest of your day. On your next inhale, go ahead and open your eyes. Let's inhale the arms out to the sides in a T and exhale over to the left side, bringing the elbow towards the mat, bringing the right arm overhead, gazing up towards the hand. You can bring the elbow down to the mat. However, if your hip starts to roll up, just come up a little. Just breathing space into that right side of the body. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, rise back up. Inhale and exhale, come over to the right side, gazing up underneath the left hand. Make sure not to collapse forward. You're really trying to roll the shoulder out to the side. Just breathing space into the side of the body. Inhale back up to center and exhale, bring the arms down to the side. Now let's take the left arm, slip it behind your back, raise the right hand up overhead, place it on the side of your head. Inhale and exhale over to the right side. You're using the hand for weight, so you're not pulling. And if you have any neck issues, just don't hold on to your head. But just breathe here. If you'd like, you can make some little micro rolls forward and back. Inhale up through center, float the right arm down, bring the left arm out, slip the right arm behind you. Inhale, other arm up, place it on your head, and exhale over to the left side. Just breathing into the shoulder and the neck, maybe making a few micro rolls forward and back. Go ahead, release the head, slip the hand back out to the side. Now let's inhale the arms up overhead, clasp the hands together like this, and just bring them back behind your head. Let's do a slight back bend back. Inhale, gazing up, and on an exhale, draw the elbows forward down towards the knees. Inhale, back up, slight back bend. Exhale forward. Just keep going to the rhythm of your own breath. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you do this. Wherever you are, let's take one more round. And meet back into the center. Release the arms out to the sides. Inhale back up into a T, and exhale, twist over to the left side, bringing the left hand behind, right hand to the knee, and on an exhale, just twisting at the shoulders, gazing over the left shoulder behind you. Just getting a twist in the spine. Remember to keep breathing. Long inhales and exhales. Inhale back through center. And exhale over to the right, bringing the right hand behind, left hand to the knee. Inhale, exhale, gaze over the right shoulder behind you. If that is too much for you, you can always just gaze in front, towards the front of the mat. Really taking some time in this twist. Taking a little time to come into the moment. On an inhale, come back forward. Exhale, let the arms come down to the sides. Now, whatever foot you have crossed under, just keep it there. You don't need to move it. I'm going to turn the hands upward in front. Inhale up, and on an exhale, come down. Bring the elbows down to the mat. And just let the head hang here. You can let the head roll from side to side if you want. And while you're here with the arms outstretched, maybe think of something that you no longer need. Imagine just letting it go, holding it in your arms, releasing it to the universe, higher power, whatever speaks to you, just letting that go. In fact, take a big inhale and exhale, just breathe it out. On an inhale, rise back up. Whatever leg you have underneath, we're just going to switch it. So switch your legs out. Reach forward with the hands again. Inhale up tall and exhale, roll forward, bringing the elbows down, bringing the head down, letting the head hang. And this time, maybe think about something that you're ready to receive into your life, something positive that you need or would like to have. Just imagine this as a pose of acceptance, accepting that into your life. And while you're here, just breathe it in. On an inhale, rise back up. We're going to come over into our tabletop position on our hands and knees. So let's turn over. And just make sure that you have the wrist underneath the shoulders and the knee underneath the hips. We're going to do some cat and cow stretch. So on an inhale, inhale the stomach down, gaze up ahead. Exhale, curl up into cat stretch. Inhale and exhale. And if you'd like, you can make some intuitive movements here. Maybe move around a little with the hips and shoulders. But again, keep flowing here. Go with your own breathing. Go at your own pace. Make it your own practice. Wherever you are, let's take one more round. And meet in the center at a neutral spine. Now, pick up the right foot behind you, straight behind you. You're going to flex the foot, place the foot back on the mat, using your arms. Shift the weight back for a nice calf stretch. Just take a little time here and breathe. On an inhale, shift the weight back forward on your hands. Pick up the foot. Now cross the right foot over the left. Plant it back on the floor and gaze over the left shoulder at the foot, getting a nice stretch in the right side of the body. Just keep breathing. One more breath here. And inhale, bring everything back to center. Exhale, bring the right foot down. Now let's take the left foot up behind. Inhale up, tuck the toes, press back. Nice calf stretch. Noticing the sensations in the body. Really taking the time to be here now. Let's take one more breath. And inhale forward, shift the weight forward on your hands, pick up the foot, cross it over the right foot, plant the toes behind you, and gaze over the right shoulder at the foot. If you can't see the foot, that's fine. Just gaze in the direction of the foot. One more breath. And inhale, pick the foot up, bring it to center, and we're going to place it down. Now we're going to come down into child's pose. Just shift the butt back towards the heels. Reach long in front of you with the hands, and you can bring the forehead down to the mat. Take a moment here. Maybe if there's anything that's really just coming across your mind, if it's hard to let go of some things that are just rolling through your head, maybe take the time to just roll the forehead back and forth over that third eye. Imagine letting some of those racing thoughts go. Maybe bringing their intention for your practice back into your mind. Now on an inhale, let's engage the hands and then walk them over to the left side of the mat. Getting a stretch in the right shoulder. Just breathe. On an inhale, walk the hands back to center and walk them over to the right side of the mat. Let's take at least 3 good long breaths here. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Now come back up into your tabletop position. We're going to shift forward, just tuck the elbows into the side, come all the way down to the mat, drawing the elbows into the sides of the body, hands underneath the shoulders, forehead down to the mat. If this hurts your low back, you can spread the feet out a little bit wider. On an inhale, let's come up into baby cobra, just coming up very slightly. Exhale back down, forehead to the mat. Take an inhale here. We're going to do our little flow where we flow back into child's pose. So press up, come through tabletop. Inhale, exhale, back into child's pose. Take a breath here. Inhale up into tabletop. Really working to warm up the spine. Exhale down, all the way down to the mat. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Pause for a breath here. Inhale up, wave back to child's pose. Take a breath here. Inhale forward through tabletop to baby cobra or to prep for cobra. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Now come up into your tabletop position. And we're just going to stop here for a moment. Tuck the toes. We're going to press back into down dog. So just shift the butt back towards the back of the mat, drawing the elbows back, drawing the shoulder blades down, and maybe pedal out the feet just a little bit. Just breathe here, just getting a little bit of movement into the legs. Now, wherever you are, just come up on your tiptoes. We're going to wave forward into plank pose or tabletop. So it's totally okay to wave to here. Let's wave back into down dog. Inhale. Back to down dog. Come back forward into plank or tabletop. Back to down dog. One more time. Forward into plank or drop the knees into tabletop. And we'll meet here in tabletop position. Now let's take the right hand in front. Left hand behind for a balance. Just hold it here and breathe. Take at least 3 good breaths here. Now let's flip the hand over. We're going to do elbow to knee. Inhale. Curl it in. Exhale out. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. Good job. Awkward airplane. Bring the right arm to the side. Flex the left foot. Bring the foot to the side. Hold it. Hold the balance. Just hold it. One more breath. Challenge yourself. And bring everything back to center. Bring the hand and the foot back down. Let's just do a cat-cow to kind of even everything out. Just inhale down. Exhale up, just to reset. Now we'll do the other side. Bring the left hand in front. Right foot behind. Hold it for a balance. At least 3 good breaths here. Okay, now let's flip the hand over. Elbow to knee. Inhale, curl it in. Exhale out. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Almost done. Inhale. 5. Awkward airplane. Bring the right hand to the side, left foot to the side. I'm up against the wall, so mine's not going to look the same. But just hold it here for a balance. Hold it. You can do it. One more breath. And exhale. Bring everything back to center. Bring the hand and foot back down. Let's do another cat and cow. Just inhale, down. Exhale, up. And let's press back into child's pose one more time. Stretch out in front. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Letting the low back and spine reset a little. Take one more breath here. And inhale up, back into your tabletop position. We're going to come back into down dog again. So tuck the toes. Press the hips back towards the back of the room. Coming into down dog. Now this time, lift your left foot up behind you in 3-legged dog, keeping the hips square. Look forward in between your hands. Step forward. In between your hands, drop the right knee behind you. You can untuck the toes. And then bring the hands up to frame the knee. When you're feeling good, just reach up overhead, drawing the shoulders down the back. Pausing here in low lunge. Make sure that the knee is out towards the pinky toes or the pinky toe. Just breathe here, keeping the face soft. Maybe sinking forward just a little more. One more breath. And exhale. Let's float the arms down to the sides to frame the foot. Plant the right hand down. Reach up with the left one up towards the sky for a nice twist. Gazing up towards the hand. If that's not comfortable on the neck, just gaze in front of you. Take one more breath here. And exhale, float the hand down beside the foot. Now tuck the right toes. We have options here. Some people are okay with the foot down. I'm not. You can tuck the toes and walk back in a bit of a half splits position. Flex the foot, drawing the chest down towards the knee just as much as is possible. This is going to look different on everyone. If this is where you are, that's good. If this is where you are, well, that's awesome, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a competition. Just breathe here. If you feel the sensations on the back of the leg, you are doing exactly what you need to do. On an inhale, let's crawl back forward. And just take the foot back behind you, back into your tabletop position. Now let's shift back into down dog one more time. So inhale up. And now we're going to lift the right foot up behind you, squaring the hips. Look forward in between your hands. Step forward in between your hands. Drop the knee down behind you. You can untuck the toes. Come up to frame the knee. When you feel good there, just reach up overhead. Really trying to stretch that hip flexor. So make sure that the knee's out to the pinky toe and maybe sink forward just a little more. But wherever you are, breathe and keep the face soft. Do your best to keep the mind present. One more inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down beside the foot. Plant the left hand down. Reach up with the right hand up to the sky behind you or above you. And if that's too much for your head or your neck, just gaze forward. One more breath. And exhale, bring the hand back down. Tuck the toe. Walk back towards the back. Flex the front foot. Inhale and exhale. Just try to fold forward just as much as you can. It's just important to breathe here. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be in this pose. Let's take one more breath. On an inhale, crawl forward, back to the front. Just going to take the foot back again. And let's go back into child's pose. Just bring the butt back, bring the forehead to the mat. Give yourself permission to be here now in this moment. Let's take one more breath here. And come back up into tabletop. I'm going to shoot back into your down dog position. Tuck the toes. Shift the hips back to the back of the mat. You can try to bring the heels down. If they don't touch the mat, that's fine. You can always bend your knees. Wherever you are, look forward in between your hands. Step forward to the front of the mat. And just grab each elbow and hang here in ragdoll. Just let the neck go. You can wave a little from side to side if you'd like. And let's go ahead and release the hands down towards the mat. Let's rise all the way up Arms overhead in tall mountain. Draw them down, hands to heart center in prayer. Let's take a moment here. You can close your eyes. On an inhale, think let, and on the exhale, think go. So let's go ahead. Inhale, let. Exhale, open your mouth, just let it go. If you don't need it, let it go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. One more time. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And let's bring the arms down to the sides in Samastitihi. Then we're going to take a few sun salutation A's. They will be modified, and we're going to go very slowly. So inhale, arms up overhead towards the sky. Exhale down through center, forward fold. Halfway lift, gaze in front of you. Forward fold. Step back into plank. You can drop your knees here. Yoga push-up, chaturanga. Come down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. You can bend your knees to go back into down dog. Pause here for a breath. Look forward in between your hands. Step forward to the front of the mat. Rise all the way up, hands overhead in tall mountain. Hands to heart center in prayer. Let's take a breath here. And we'll do it again. Inhale up, arms overhead. Exhale down, forward fold. Halfway lift, gaze in front of you. Forward fold. Step back into plank or drop your knees. Chaturanga, yoga push-up. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause here for one good breath. Look forward in between your hands. Step to the front of the mat. Rise all the way up, tall mountain. Hands overhead. Hands to heart center in prayer. Let's take a breath here together. And bring the arms back to the sides. One more time. I'm not going to modify mine, but you totally can still modify yours. Inhale up. Exhale down. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Gaze in front of you. Forward fold. Step back into plank or tabletop, sorry. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause here for a breath. Now you can take your left foot up behind you in three-legged dog. Look forward in between your hands. Step forward in between your hands. This time stay up in a high lunge. So get situated here. And then you can bring the hands up over the knee. And when you feel good, just reach the arms up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. You want to keep the hips square. Keep the knee out towards the pinky toe. Keep the face soft. One more good breath. And on an exhale, let's take the foot parallel to the back of the mat. Open up into warrior two. Gaze out over the middle finger. Maybe sinking down a little more. It's totally normal to start wanting to come out of it. You do it almost subconsciously. One more breath. Now let's straighten the front leg. Bring the hands to the side like jazz hands, and then just tilt over towards the side of the front leg. You can get the calf muscle, the ankle, or the foot. Whatever you get is exactly right. And then gaze up at the hand on top in triangle pose. Just breathe. One more breath. And inhale back up with your jazz hands. Then just reach the one back, come up into reverse triangle, reaching up tall with the hand towards the sky. Ooh. Sorry guys, it's hunting season here. Inhale back up. Come back into warrior two. Now straighten that front leg back. Going to bring it forward into five-pointed star. And shift the other foot towards what is now the front of the mat. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back into plank. You're going to take your vinyasa so you can drop the knees. Yoga push-up. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pause here for a breath. Now on an inhale, bring the foot up behind you in three-legged dog. And this time it's the right foot. Look forward in between your hands. Step forward in between your hands, this time staying up in a high lunge. And when you feel good here, you can come up and frame the knee. And when you feel good and stable here, just bring the arms up to the sky. Don't hunch your shoulders. Make sure you're still drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Keep breathing. One more breath. And exhale, spin the back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Open up into warrior two. Gazing out over the middle finger. One more good breath. Now let's straighten the front foot. Bring the hands out in jazz hands. And if you're having a hard time bending, you can always shift in a little and just hinge over into triangle pose. You can bring the hand to the calf, the ankle, or the foot and gaze up to the sky. And if this is too much on your neck, you can always just look down or look forward. Make it your yoga practice. One more breath. And on an inhale, let's come back up. Just gonna come down with the hand down the leg, reach up overhead, reverse triangle. Inhale back through center, come back into warrior two. Now come back up, come into five-pointed star, both feet facing forward. And now shift back into warrior two. Let's cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back into plank, take your vinyasa, chaturanga, yoga push-up. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. And let's come down into child's pose. Just come back down to the mat. Bring the butt back. Bring the arms forward. Bring your forehead down to the mat. And just take a few breaths here. Maybe bringing your mind back to the intention you set for your practice today. On an inhale, let's come back up into your tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Come back into down dog. Look forward in between your hands. And this time, just come forward to in between your hands and come all the way down to the mat. We're going to come to the side in a straddle position. It does not matter how wide you go out at all. It's not at all the purpose. And get some nice side bends in. Inhale the arms to the sides and exhale over towards the left foot. Reaching over with the right arm. Again, you're not collapsing forward. You're actively rolling out to the side. Just breathe. Inhale back up. And this time, just kind of turn over towards the foot and come back down just as far as you can. Do not force it. You're just bringing the head down towards the foot just as far as you can comfortably go. On an inhale, come back up. Come back to center. Exhale over to the right side, gazing up underneath the left hand, rolling the shoulder out. Inhale back up and turn to face the foot and just come back down just as far as you can comfortably. Do not force it. You're just trying to get a stretch in. There's no competition here. Just enjoying the moment. Inhale back up. Now we're just going to bring the legs in. And let's let the left leg fall over to one side. Bring the right leg over behind it. And this nice pose right here. And let's just shift over towards the left leg. Kind of gazing over the left shoulder. Nice twist to look behind you. Remember to take your long, deep breaths. Inhale back through center. Let's pick up the knees and switch sides. Let the right knee fall over. Let the left knee come over beside the foot. And let's twist over to look over the right shoulder. Twists are great for a new perspective. You can gaze behind you and honor where you've come from. Let's inhale back through center. We're going to do fire log pose. So take the left leg, put it down. Now options here, you can either take the ankle and cross it over the left knee. If that is not comfortable for you, you can always just place the foot in front. But whatever you choose, just stay here, inhale up and crawl forward. Just breathe here. If you'd like, you can always flip your hands back over as a way of showing that you're ready to let go. Breathing space into the hip. On an inhale, rise back up, and we're going to switch legs. So bring the right foot down, left foot either on top of the knee or in front of the knee. Inhale up, exhale down. Maybe flipping the hands over, signifying that you are ready to receive all that you deserve in life. Inhale back up. And we're going to come bend the knees. I'm just going to come to the side of the mat. Can leave the left knee bent. Put the right leg down. Reach behind with the left arm. Reach up with the right arm. Hook the elbow to the knee or grab the knee if that's not accessible to you. Inhale and exhale. Twist. Gaze over the left shoulder behind you. On an inhale, come out of the twist. And now we're going to change legs. So pick up the right leg, reach behind with the right arm. Reach up overhead, bring the elbow down to the knee. Inhale and exhale, twist. Gazing over the right shoulder behind you. Twists are so good for the spine. And sometimes you get a nice chiropractic adjustment. Inhale, come out of your twist. You're going to bend both knees. Going to do boat pose very, very shortly. So you have options here. You can bring the hands underneath to support the legs, or you can reach out to the sides. Whatever option you choose, we're going to pick up the feet in front of us and hold it for 3 breaths. If you shake, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Let's get started. Inhale up. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. One more time. Inhale 3. Good job. And drop everything down. Now let's just curl back with the back. Inhale back up to reset. Let's do it one more time. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Can either support them here or reach out with the hands. Inhale up. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. One more. Inhale 3. Awesome. Put your feet down. Reach here behind your knees. curl back, and inhale back up. You did awesome. Let's go ahead and roll all the way down to the mat. And let's leave the knees bent. We're going to go into fish pose. So the way that I like to go into fish pose is to keep the knees bent. You can bring the hands, come on your elbows like this, and just lean the head back. You're just using your elbows. Don't put any pressure on your head. And if you feel comfortable there, just extend the legs forward. It's a nice counter stretch to the back bends. Or rather, it's a nice back bend counter stretch to the boat poses. Take one more breath here. Now pick up your head first. Bend your knees. Come all the way down to the mat. And let's go ahead and just windshield wiper from side to side. Just take the knees over to the left. Inhale, take them over to the right. Just go with your own inhales and exhales here. There's no hurry. Slowing down our practice. Preparing for our rest that we deserve from working so hard today. Wherever you are, on our next inhale, just bring the knees back up to center. Now we're going to do a reclined butterfly, so pick your feet up. You can bring them in just like you were in a seated butterfly. Grab the feet and just bring the heels down towards the butt, flattening the spine out towards the floor. And just breathe here. It's a nice restorative posture. Long, even breaths. On your next inhale, go ahead and release the feet. You're going to come into happy baby. You can bring the hands to the calves, ankles, or the feet. But whatever you can grab, just grab it and roll from side to side like a happy baby. Getting a little bit of a massage on that low back. Come back to center. Release the feet. Bring the knees in. Reach up. Give yourself a big hug. Did awesome today and you deserve it. And just let everything go. Let's just release into Shavasana. Let it all go. All the effort of your practice, just let it go. Feel yourself beginning to relax from the very top of your head. Feel it like a warm wave of relaxation coming from the top of your head, across your eyes. Nice warm wave of relaxation moving its way across your jaw, making your jaw go slack. Coming across the neck, the throat, the chest, any tightness there, just melting away. All the way across the shoulders, the upper arms, the solar plexus, warm wave of relaxation making its way down across the hips, the hands, the thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet. Feel any remaining tension in your body sink down into the earth below you. Feel how your body is heavy against the earth and completely supported. You are supported here by gravity, and you are safe. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and take a deep breath, slowly bringing awareness back to the body, slowly bringing yourself back home. You can make some small movements with the fingers and toes, maybe some gentle rotations with the ankles and wrists. Reach out long for a big stretch, big full body stretch. And roll over to one side in the fetal position. When you're ready, use your hand, press yourself back up to the center of the mat in your comfortable seat. And if you've opened your eyes, maybe close them one more time. And do a quick scan of the body. See how it feels, as opposed to how it felt at the beginning of your practice today. And thank yourself for taking a little time out of your busy day to come and do some yoga. We'll close today with a quote from Baba Ram Dass. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. May you take the quiet and peace of your practice forward into the rest of your day today. You can bring your hands to heart center in prayer and open your eyes. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for the maiden voyage of me trying to do yoga online live. I'm going to come forward